Striker.
tallest man
Walker.
you've ever seen.
We're here to
For
review
God's sake,
conspiracy.
Riker.
We're not doing conspiracy, but we are going to have a few.
Ooh, maybe we are.
Maybe we should. Otherwise, I might.
Have you ever
Away.
felt the need to write your initials and let cement?
God, I've got the interface stuck on. There we go. Hello, everybody. We're gonna come.
Have you noticed how many restaurants are theme-based these days?
God. Oh boy. Why am I looking at the Next Generation? We're watching Strange New Worlds. I literally was about to boot up Conspiracy then. Maybe we should watch that.
Ever gone mountain biking?
So, final episode of Strange New Worlds, Season 2, Episode 10, Hegemony. As I've been told, I say it completely wrong and not hegemony.
Yes, hegemony. Yes, that is the Queen's
Hegemony.
English. Well, King's English, I suppose. Now.
Glorious matrimony. I'm going to boot up. Guys, boot up your episodes. Let's get these going. I'll give you a little bit of leeway because I need to sort some bits out here, but get yourselves ready at the start.
Don't worry, Idle. No one else is here.
Shut up. In my world...
Look, if I sandbag our success, the more successful we become.
Right, let's go to 4. Let's do the 4 and blast it out. There we go. Right, that one and that one. How are you guys? How have you been doing? Has it been a
I'm doing
wonderful
pretty
week?
good. Like, work was a little bit exhausting, but then I came here and I started doing Jonathan Frakes slow down 2.5 times speed, and suddenly I'm in a great mood.
Okay.
I'm
How about you
doing
guys?
exactly the same as I was when you asked me 10 minutes ago pre-show. So, if
Yes,
people want to know, they should be
Remember
watching
your
the
answer.
pre-show.
Yeah,
They should
watch
what
the
they
pre-show
can't.
we don't air.
You should
Damn
figure
it,
out
I
how to
keep
do
forgetting to record. I recorded this last time when...
that. Did you? This was a
Oh yeah, the
particular...
one
Yeah,
time we
it was,
didn't say anything interesting.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I hit record, everyone's like, yeah, well...
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, so this is for you guys here. We have talked Idle successfully. We are going to have a tangential track
Yes.
about Crossroads. I am holding him to it. And you might be thinking, why would we be watching a Britney Spears flick? Which, by the way, features the hit single "Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman."
Stars.
And it's because of this teen heartthrob right here, who you might know better as Captain
You
Christopher
killed my
Pike.
setup. I was going to say,
Oh,
tell
sorry.
me why. And you were
Damn
going to
it!
tell me why.
Damn it! Damn it! Well, you know what? I can also tell you why, because there's also a character played by Zoe Saldana in there, and I can't
that's
wait
double
for the
process.
cringe.
You are without honor.
Yeah, guess what? I don't have to have honor when I have Crossroads. Like,
Tiny Wolf will be
Wait.
making many appearances, and if it gets serious, it'll be Tiny Garon instead.
I see.
Tiny Garon has.
They
no
haven't done
flair.
a Star Trek... Oh, they have done a Star Trek episode called Crossroads. What is it?
Did they?
Prodigy, that's why.
Ah,
I haven't gotten
Oh,
to that.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I was
remember
gonna say,
most
how
of
they
the
did-
titles of Prodigy. Yeah.
Right. Shall we start this? Let's go.
I believe we
everyone.
should start this.
Spool up your Paramount Pluses, rise up your VHSs.
And totally not your illegal, pirating links.
Right.
Totally not.
There will be a time code on the screen today. I have got it fixed and working, so I will not have to play piano to let
Well
you know where
done.
we
You
are.
can tell time.
Right. Okay. We are going to be starting in 5, 4, Walker, 2, 1, engage.
Hit it.
I was going to do that. You stole my thing.
Make way.
Prince Sully.
Punch it.
I wish the ship to go. Now.
And I'm actually watching a 4K copy, which has got HDR in it, which my monitor can't display, so I'm watching it a bit dulled. So if I complain that the color
yeah.
saturation isn't quite there, that's why.
Well, it's a dark episode anyway. I don't think this is the one you want to watch to show off HDR.
I know.
Captions.
Oh shit, yeah.
He literally said it and you ignored him.
I do that a lot. I thought I read that's distant clucking. What if they're called like chickens?
She's kind-
Yeah, I am liking Patel more and more.
No, Patel's cool. I like Patel.
I do appreciate that they've gone to the effort to make her feel like she is a captain in her own right and not just an accessory to Pike, which I appreciate. It's so easy to do that with romantic interests, just make them feel like they are a satellite character of another character.
Yeah, like Janeway's husband. What a schmuck that guy was.
He only held out for 5 years. I love that shot, by the way. That's a really cool shot.
Okay,
love
this
this
is
set.
the dumbest thing.
This set's so
You
good.
do? I hate it.
Oh, really? I love it. It's
Oh,
just
this is so TOS.
Yeah, it's
this is
a
so
throwback.
TOS.
Yeah, but they do it because they had no budget. They have a budget.
I don't know. I feel like this is strategy. Considering they
As
spent
someone-
so much money on good sets and the volume and everything, like I don't think this is
Someone who lives in the Midwest, no one would ever recreate the Midwest in the future.
yeah, but this is the good Midwest without like any of the the problems or foibles.
Oh yeah, sure. It's the non-racist Midwest.
Yes, actually, yes. Look, there's a black child right there.
So someone monged out on some sort of drugs in the corner. It's like slumped over their trolley.
All right, this is how my fanfic starts, by the way.
I mean, they both look really
Hottest
good in
women
these
in-
jackets.
Yeah, I was gonna say in leather jackets.
Yeah. And Chapel does have big sapphic energy. Maybe that's like the twist for season 3. She's gonna steal Battelle from Pike.
She's gonna be busy. She's off to see Corby.
Oh, is that
Look.
why Pike and Spock become a thing?
Yes. Spike, don't forget. Yeah,
that's
yeah, Spike.
that's
Yes.
Spike. Christ.
Yeah.
See, I wish they hadn't shown this because then in our imagination there could have been a cameraman in Pike's room, like ready to receive the call.
It's like this yeoman.
Nice.
Guess what? You can't escape it. It's canon now. Everyone burst into song for a little
Yeah.
while.
Leaving the Klingons.
Even the Klingons.
Makes me want to watch Wyanna Earp. That was her series that she's.
Oh wow! So she was Wyoda Earp, and he was in what? Hell on Wheels. Like these
Yeah.
two are both Western. They have kind of Western-y hero
Yeah.
faces, don't they?
You could see them in something like Tombstone or whatever.
Yeah, totally. Hmm. By all, I kind of appreciate the little TOS like pad thing, but also like it's a little bit silly. It's basically just having an iPad up in your kitchen.
A Pell.
Walker.
A Pell we hardly knew you.
These leather
Yeah,
jackets
he's
are
sure.
a little dorky, I think.
Nah, I like them. I'd love to have one. You know they're comfortable. You know they breathe really nicely.
I love how the shuttle just
just
crashes off screen.
Yeah.
I like the old school bedtime onesies from TNG. Like,
I
love
don't.
that. That
so
shot's great.
People know that you're aliens.
That's where it's like, yo, it doesn't have a budget. No, it has a fucking budget. They're
Yeah.
putting the budget where it needs to go.
Yeah, but you can tell this shading is all CGI, and I don't think they do a great job
Yeah.
of it. And then here again, where it follows over her face, that's not good.
Yeah. My suspension of disbelief is strong.
I mean, it's nitpicky for sure, but you can tell that
Yeah.
it's not. They could have just had someone like do something. With
Are
the
you
shade
telling
over
me
her.
that they didn't have a real Gorn spaceship?
No, they don't even. They just need someone like behind the camera to like block the light so that it, whatever.
Oh, I did have to be someone. It can't be like a block or a shape. It has to be a person going like.
Like this episode sucks. The show sucks. Everything sucks.
Yeah, you've always hated like Trinity Worlds. Episode 8 is awful. Throw it all in the trash.
There's nothing here but worthless gold.
You think we'll ever get like an April episode?
I hope so.
Or is he
Probably
like
a
gonna be,
flashback.
Yeah, a flashback where like his last mission on as Captain of the Enterprise would be cool. I'd like that.
You know what I want is like
Mm.
what's it called? What's the last episode of TNG? All Good Things style, where you have like
Yeah.
April, Pike, and Kirk like meet up and they have to solve something, and they're all in command of the Enterprise.
That'd
That
be
would be
fucking
fucking
cool. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, man. It's so easy to be like, what if old Star Trek episode but Strange New Worlds does it in this way? And you're like, ooh, yeah.
Well, because you know they'll do it well. And
Yeah,
Spock would be the first officer on all three
shipping it.
ships too. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
No, they won't do that. They'll just do a puppet episode instead.
Oh, dude, don't! I'd love a puppet episode. I'd go nuts for a puppet episode.
Or like
get Jim Henson to
like
do
a
it. I'd love
knitted
it.
episode, but like stop motion knitted episode or something.
Yeah. Man, that music sting is pure TOS right there.
I was gonna say it's real Giacchino-y.
Well, no, kind of both, really. Like, Giacchino's work was very TOS-y.
It's Nami Melamad, so yeah, it's very much elements of Giacchino in there. Yeah, this bit especially.
Yeah, this little da-da-da-da, that's Tossy.
Yeah. That's Tossy. Tossery.
Mildly constipated.
So, you know what? I actually had to bring up one of my first little quibbles while we're going through the intro.
Go on.
So I get that we established that the Gorn are absolutely goddamn freaking evil in season 1, right? But a lot of the bits in this episode where they're like, they are just monsters, they are just evil, they are incapable of reason, like, they are flying spaceships.
I think Pike makes a good point, like earlier just now, and he says, "Well, no, it's April that makes the point. It's like we don't understand them," and Pike's like, "No, they're monsters." I think there is a layer.
Well, that's the point. It's like Pike is the ultimate diplomat of Starfleet. He's meant to be the one who'll always reach out a hand. And while I understand he's had some really awful traumatic experiences at the hands of the Gorn, more than anyone else apart from Lan, it still feels like it's a very what would the word be? Mammaliocentric thing to assume that the instant you run into a reptilian race, they have to be unfeeling, unthinking monsters. And it's like a lot of how much I'm going to enjoy this episode and how they handle the Gorn is going to depend on, show me a Gorn speaking and what they sound like and how they conduct themselves.
Didn't the Metrons translate in Arena though?
Yes, they did.
So there would have to be a.
But that's it. Guess what? This is all shitting all over Arena's canon much constantly. So like, we might as well just call the Gorn completely brand new at this point. So give me what the Strange New Worlds Gorn sound like when they are talking.
The Gorn that was in the Enterprise 2-part, he talked, didn't he?
He didn't.
Did he not?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he was like going through like speech to text or whatever.
Yeah,
I think he spoke.
It was translated into English.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Metrons.
So there was an ability to. Okay. So there was precedent for that.
Yeah.
Which I went back and watched it recently because I thought I remembered it with a tail, but it doesn't have a tail in Enterprise.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll bring up that point when we do the review stars because I kind of want to talk a little bit about how that ties into Pike.
Yeah.
You think Ethan Peck's wife ever asked him to use the Spock voice in bed? Like, enunciate real well, and that gets her going?
Get me that hard drop you were doing during Sunspace Rhapsody going.
You think his wife asks him for the
low D?
Yeah, so for the
give
drop
me the low D.
Yeah. Thank you, number one, for being professional.
Yeah, no, I guess what? I appreciate her. She's like starting to show more and more why she's a really good first officer.
Pike's still looking constipated.
Oh, hang on. Was he looking? Oh, wait. My sound. Oh, no, I can't send you the triggers.
Oh. Hold on, I can send you one.
Walker.
Walker.
See, these are such a classic scenes because everyone's doing their job. She's doing communications. Una's number one-ing. Lon is looking stern because she's security, and then and Pike is like bouncing it around everyone. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
No, this is good bridge interplay. Yeah,
I
that's
don't like
a
when
great
people
TOS
do
style
other
graphic.
people's job.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, though, because you can't put a line through a star system. The planets move.
Guess what? The Gorn will do what the fuck they want.
That's true.
People do that in real life all the time. They'll be like, "Cool, I carve up your country now."
Thank you, Terry. Thank you.
Technically, countries float through space too, so checkmate.
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, but no, because you could have also made the point of like space moves, like these planets move in orbit. Like what happens when these planets go in and out of that, orbiting line?
What if their answer was just attracting the planet to their side of the line?
I'm just
Alright,
gonna do
shut
it
up,
to
Manga's gonna
Empire and
talk.
move everything. So
Wait, Babs is gonna talk. Here we go.
When Babs is not on screen, everyone should be asking, "Where's Mabenga?"
hey Sam.
Dude, he gets handsomer every episode.
Yeah, no, he's really dashing actually.
If he ever shaves that mustache, it's all over.
Oh, it's all over, all
He'll
gone.
be fine.
Yes, Hanson, it's
I don't know if I
all
like his sudden bloodlust in this though.
I mean, to be fair, two of his crewmates, well, three of his crewmates got murdered viciously in front of him, and he was freaking out at the time. So I buy it more from him than from Pike.
Wait, who?
Sam.
Sam?
Being like, how else do we work
Well,
out best to kill them?
He's not saying that's not his primary goal. His primary goal is to make up for his cowardice and inaction in the past,
Yeah.
and he just wants to look competent in front of his
Yeah.
friends. And okay, this
He
was
kinda
the
wants to
dumbest
reassure
fucking
them.
thing.
Yeah, this is very weird.
They said in TOS intership beaming is super risky, so they need to beam a fucking
Did they ever say
crate
that
into the room.
In TOS, did they?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they did.
in
Because otherwise, you ask the question of why
Yeah,
we
but
don't
they-
do it all the time.
They do it all
Day
the
of the
time,
Dove, yeah.
That's a pretty common Star Trek trope, isn't it? We can't do this, so let's do it all the time.
But I appreciate that it's like, hey, Starfleet's like actually actively working on defenses like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is a little bit like the Borg stuff.
yeah, the rest
Nitrogen
of
grenades
it's
is a
great, but-
fucking smart idea. Given how effective it was in All Those Who Wander.
What if they tractor beam the line in space and push it back toward the goal?
Well, if you just get a giant space eraser and you move the line.
Dude, Federation's dumb. We already solved this.
Three-dimensional thinking, dumbass.
No wonder they lost all their planets in Discovery. They didn't leave,
Yeah,
they just
I know, right?
moved out of the demarcation lines.
Finally feel like we're giving the subs their money's worth on this watch along. This is premium content right here. No, we need more ugly people in Strange New Worlds.
No. Only the
Everyone's
most
a
gorgeous
fucking
supermodels
supermodel.
ever. Oh, yeah,
I'm so
Phil, yeah.
sick of it.
Well, I think it was. I was telling about Brody. I was like, "How? What series do you think this guy is from?" He's like, "Oh, he's from Discovery." At the time, because Stranger Worlds hadn't come out. He's like, "How do you know he's from Discovery?" He's like, "Oh, because he's beautiful." And it was a picture of
Yeah.
like Wilson Cruz. It was like, "Oh, well, yeah."
This is a risky question,
Well, that-
but who do you
The
think is
abs
the...
may have given it away.
Risky question, but who do you think is the ugliest person in Star Trek? Like, as a main actor? And you can't say anyone in makeup.
This is kind of mean.
Either Neelix or Phlox, probably. I mean, like the actors.
Maybe you could be.
Ooh,
Okay,
Lagrange.
let's be diplomatic. Let's say traditionally not Hollywood, or not traditionally Hollywood ugly, or not.
I don't know. I guess. Well, I was going to say Dwight Schultz, but he doesn't really count because he's a guest star, right?
I don't think there is many. I think everyone is good looking to a
Is that
degree.
Pikey? Is that Pikey? My nerves are on edge. He seems like he's always projecting
I think this is
confidence.
a recent development of Pike's is.
Well, I think it's also a case if he wants to make sure that his like men don't feel like cowards for like being like nervous.
Yeah,
This is
no, I
really
mean,
risky.
I'm not saying that's not good captaining. It just doesn't
Yeah.
seem very. Maybe I'm still stuck in Jeffrey Hunter as Pike.
I love that Una has watched zombie movies.
Of course, she has. I'd love to sit and watch zombie movies with Spock. Could you imagine?
Watched Dawn of the Dead 2004. It's quite good. And what is it? Day of the Dead? Is it Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead? The 1985 one with the tar
Okay.
zombie. That was awesome.
I need to. I've not watched many zombie movies. I like the idea though.
I like a good few of them. Some of them are absolute trash. Man, that dark blue like armor looks really good on Babs.
It looked good off him too.
What scale? What scale shaking do you reckon they're doing that? They're doing a good one.
It's like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah. I love Ortegas in this scene.
See, this is so much better than I fly the ship. I fly the ship.
yeah.
Just give her sweet shit like this, and then
Yeah.
you believe that she's a great pilot.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Terran
You
says-
could like I don't believe that Pike could do this because he's not doing well with this. Not that anyone should really. He hates it.
Terry Lamb says, Captain of the Serene Squall, the Orion guy, is pretty ugly.
No, he's cute. I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
Riker.
He's got that big bear appeal, you know?
I like the subtitle there.
Look at Sam, like, trying to pretend he hasn't, like, shit his bricks.
Yeah.
I fly the ship.
Yeah, I think the I fly the ship matches the kind of cockiness she has, which is matched by the skill. I don't know. I know what you mean.
I love this, like,
show don't tell.
predatory prowl that Una's doing on the bridge. I love
This is
that.
what I wanted. I was like gaggling at the scene because I was just like, we finally see Una in command. I need scenes like this. I need to see her taking control because she's awesome. Like, cause she could lead a series as captain if they give her
I
a
think
chance.
she could. I think Rebecca Romijn's absolutely got the charisma to do it.
But she's one of the characters I don't like the direction they took her because I feel like it kind of departs from canon precedent. That she's supposed to be a little more detached, a little more professional and non-emotional, and she does a lot of stuff, especially with Lon, which is really like not jive with that. I don't hate it as its own character. I think it's fine as its own. It just doesn't seem to mesh with the original.
I think it's in.
I think it's a case of, like, we got a very short snapshot of what we got from the original. Like, if you took only Jeffrey Hunter's Pike as Pike, then it's like it's a very different character as well, really. Like, there's elements that are the same, but...
Spock is very emotional.
He is.
Lately.
God, Ethan Peck's so good. Like, you can just see it in the eyes.
Maximum
Like the
magnification.
little red alert things on the
They're great.
side.
Yeah.
It's like the screen's so fucking big they gotta fill it with something. So they just put like emojis and like
Yeah.
ads.
Clearly, they've been working on the stream layout.
Yeah.
Don't spill your beer on your desk this time. Yeah, there we go.
Conceal, don't feel.
Oh, is these the little...
They're
There's a little bit Mass Effect here. A little bit Mass Effect.
Oh, God, yeah.
This is Eden Prime.
Yeah, this is the... oh, fuck, what was it called? The...
Man,
The Collector's Trap, yeah.
No, I was thinking in the original Mass Effect. The...
Eden Prime, yeah, you're thinking of Eden Prime.
What's the thing she connect? That Shepard connects with?
The Beacon.
Was it just
The
called
Protean Beacon.
Was it the pro? Oh, okay.
It's the Protean Beacon,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it had some better name than that.
I know my dumb sci-fi nerd bullshit.
I might replay Mass Effect for like the 18th time soon. Cause
Cool, I make all the same decisions. It's the only way.
So you know how they have to use a character as an avatar for the audience
Yeah.
lots of times, have them ask the question and get the scientific explanation. They seem to be using Pike for that an awful lot. And I know he's not like the science guy, but I feel like that kind of waters him down. He's still the captain. He should understand like the basics of what's going on in the mission and the ship and whatnot. So every once in a while it's fine, but I feel like they're doing it in almost every episode.
Yeah, I don't think it would have hurt to have Sam maybe take up that line.
Yeah, because he's kind of the stranger in the strange land moment. You know, this isn't his field.
Well,
Like,
also he's the xenoanthropologist. He's the one who should be asking these questions and
Yeah.
like trying to surmise, you know, tactics and sociological construction, this kind of thing. Like, I feel like Burnham kind of turns xenoanthropology and I'm good at everything, but it has a very specific application that they lead more into with Sam, which I appreciate.
Gorna barely touched her. I'm not entirely sure I like Gorn as aliens.
It's funny you say that because there's a real alien moment where it comes
Yeah.
face to face.
And they
with
did that in
her.
in episode 9 of last season, the one where Hema died. Like that was very much aliens like, and I'm not sure I'm.
Well, yeah, that ties into the whole reptilian like versus mammalian thing they're leaning into here, and like I really need to see a Gorn talking.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my daughter. Thank God, though, for the shoulder-mounted lights. You will do.
Okay, that's the best one.
That's a free one. That's a free sub trigger for you guys. All 2 people who are here.
Yeah. Hey, it's 4. Come on. It's 4-car. Right.
4 viewers.
And we're going. There we go. Right, we're back.
All right.
Christ. Okay.
Character arc for the Gorn in
is
Stranger Worlds is not believable. That's because they have no character arc. Like I said, I really need season 3, the opener. I need a Gorn on a bridge, and I need him to talk and be a normal alien. Like, not just a xenomorph, but an actual I'm going to talk to you on even terms. Because, like, we're a mindless evil monster xenomorph thing is fine for a few episodes, but I want more out of Star Trek than that.
I want no more Gorn, though, so...
Yeah. Might well do. Crazy.
I do like this characterization of Pelia here, where she's like, I'm a billion years old, you're a cadet. Whatever you tell me, it better be good, because I'm busy right now.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make her a bad person, it just fits who she would be.
Yeah, it's her area of expertise. But just say it. Just say it to me.
I watched a couple of interviews with the actress. I didn't realize it's actually how she talks.
Oh, do you feel bad for making fun of her accent now? Yeah.
Mix it up, die as well. No, you're still alive.
Yeah, this is why I have hope that they're going to turn this character arc into something, because it's like they're going, hey, this doesn't fit.
Yeah, he's trying to work it out. Fight them in a
I just need them to
desert.
pay this off in a satisfying way.
Ever the optometrist. I love all the blood spatter on the back, like someone got pumped full of lead with a fucking shotgun or something.
To be fair, it's probably arterial spray. Like, they got in the neck and... Like, blood pressure is a crazy thing.
That's my favorite spray.
I personally prefer, like, Dove, but, whatever. Hey, guys, who feels like singing a song?
So why is Lon bucking Pike up and not the other way around? Isn't the Gorn thing like her thing?
Yeah, so, mindless evil monsters who fly starships to develop warp-capable ships. Yeah, like,
we'll
even
get
the
into that.
Klingons, even the Klingons were able to, like, do basic diplomacy. Like, I kind of need them to really drill down into the Gorn and make them more than just monsters. Like, by all means, have them be monsters, but have them be monsters who can talk. Like, that's fascinating to me. The idea of a completely alien sense of morality, that's fascinating, but... Ooh,
See, that's grim.
that's a bad one. That's bad. That's a rough one. That's the Resident Evil shit right there.
That's fruit by the foot.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that they kind of drill down into, like, these guys have this idea of the Gorn because of bad experiences and not just because that's who the Gorn are. Like, I hope the show is smart enough to lean into that.
I love how there's burn barrels everywhere. Like, there just happens to be large metal barrels in this Midwest town, and then there's filled with enough
they're
fuel to
red.
keep
You need to
burning.
fire at them.
Doom rules.
It's got a big biohazard sign on it.
warm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now that I can almost buy. They're cold-blooded. The Gorn started the fires everywhere to keep themselves warm. All right. I'm back
Especially in
on
the
board.
night.
Secretly, this is a prequel to Elite Force 3.
Oh, I would love that, actually.
All right. 1 to
but
10, how much did you like this moment?
I may have clapped.
I
when
mean,
he
the
said his
reveal.
name, and
The instant I heard the accent, I was like,
Yeah. As soon as you hear the accent, it's like no one else could it be.
there is only one Scotsman in all of space.
I mean, seriously.
yeah, you're not wrong. Little do you know that Scotland seceded from Britain and then they just died. Oh no, there are two. There are two. There's that guy on Caldos 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Did I like that candle?
Small enough Scotland. Yeah.
No, that never happened.
Yeah.
Zombie dog warp capable.
Lieutenant.
Lefty in it. I love his accent, though. Like,
Yeah.
this is like... I feel like this guy might actually be Scottish, unlike Jimmy
is.
Doohan.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
good.
first actual Scottish person to play Scotty is in.
Yeah, because
50 years.
Messiah
Well,
Pegg is not.
hey, don't you dare fucking besmirch Montgomery Scott. I mean, what's his name? Jimmy Doohan.
Oh, God, no.
That's an
He's one
instant
of my
ban.
favorite Canadians. I like
But
him more than
factually-
Wolverine.
But factually,
Factually, you can shut the fuck up. Jimmy Doohan's a legend, all right?
True.
And, I mean, it seems like they're going with a comedic relief, maybe even because of the accent. But Scotty, besides being a bookworm, actually he can cut loose. They show that a lot in
I
TOS,
kind of
so-
want to see him like get into the Enterprise bar a bit.
and also he looks like
Yeah,
young
at least-
Doohan as well.
Yeah.
At least they didn't have him like drinking during the scene, so that's something.
No, that would have kind of hurt. Because the thing with Scott, he is like he comes across as like very familiar and jovial because he has like all the mannerisms and stuff like that. But he is a stone cold fucking professional. He gets the
he
job
is.
done.
Dude, he's
that's what I love about
like
him.
top 3 professional in all of Trek.
My one
Yeah.
my one complaint, and this is a complaint I have with other characters that have a legacy like attached to them. Like some people say,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Scotty's a miracle worker," so they show him just being amazing. They don't show the growth up to the point where he becomes amazing. He just turns up and he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm an amazing engineer." I would have maybe liked to see him make a few mistakes or been a bit,
I mean, he managed to trap like a Starfleet captain and his landing party in a trap.
Well, true,
so
yeah.
like that's kind of a fuck up. And then he left them in there and didn't leave them out until they reminded him. Like that,
Yeah.
he's
No, but
still
I mean,
he's not
this
on the
is-
level yet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but he set a trap for Gorn after he fucking pilots a ship here on like
Yeah.
one engine after rejuvenate. So he's already like awesome just starting out. So I'm
Well,
with
the thing,
Ivan on
like,
this
yeah.
one.
Well, no, it's the thing of like all Starfleet people are weird freaks who like can do calculus at the age of 7. Like, don't forget, like these people are ridiculous. They're astronauts and soldiers and scientists all in one.
Pike almost looks like he's wearing Romulan armor. Like he's almost like the
Almost.
kind of.
Yeah, so Pike is still doing the Avatar thing like throughout the whole
Well, I
episode.
feel like that made Lon look kind of stupid. Like, you don't know what a CME is.
Well, I mean, Worf would know what it is, so
Yeah.
that's fine for security. Give that line to her then instead of Pike.
Well, no, she did. No, that's what they did, but it still makes her look kind of like she's a science. She's a
Oh, yeah,
security
yeah.
officer, not a scientist.
You're
but
right.
like, you know what they should have done? They should have had like civilian representative here, like someone who can speak for the civilians and ask dumb questions without making it seem like people in Starfleet don't cross-pollinate their disciplines.
So this stuff is cool. They find a tactical edge, and then their number one priority is to get the info back to Starfleet.
I would also kind of adore it if this was completely wrong. Like, Sam
Yeah.
did that quick fire Neanderthal thing, and they're like, no, we invaded because we're a fucking territorial race and we want that system. And then Sam's like, oh, well, oops.
Yeah, they don't do that enough where someone's
We-
just wrong, and then
we
they
Yeah,
have
have
to
your
someone makes a good
Midwestern
guess.
design.
No, you were just wrong. Yeah.
We want your terraced houses and your homeowners associations.
We love the Midwestern American states.
I Love Lucy is a favorite.
I mean, to be fair, I Love Lucy is like solid gold. Even the Vulcans love I Love Lucy.
I love there's just a sign in the background that says shelter in place.
In case you didn't know.
Yes, Left 4 Dead rules.
And so are we going to find like a little sign that says like humans are the real monsters? It's like, no, the Gorn are the real monsters, idiot.
This is a good scene here.
Well, because it's got Babs in it.
I don't know if I like or dislike. First, they brought up Chapel with Spock a few minutes ago. Now they're doing this. It's like they're kind of reminding the viewer, yeah, she's still out there. I
Yeah.
kind of wish they hadn't, just so we get
There's-
like a big reveal
yeah.
type thing.
There's definitely elements in the writing where
But we already know
disassociate.
Chapel's going to make it out of this. That's the problem.
Well, we
Well, yeah, but it's easier to forget and then have her come back and go, oh yeah, she's still, you know.
I never
Yeah.
like false tension like this. Like they're trying to play up that Chapel's baby gone and they should be dead, but like we know she's not. Like this is like you're not dealing with new viewers here. Like it's
Well, yeah, but You have to see how the characters would react, though. Otherwise, they're not. We can be
doesn't feel
omniscient.
human,
The characters
yeah.
can't be omniscient. Besides, that's real common for the viewer to know something the characters don't, and then
Yeah.
it makes
Well,
them feel
dramatic
smart.
irony, right? Is the title for that? And I didn't mind that scene because it's like, yeah, you kind of had to show the characters at least pretending to go along with the fiction that like these characters can be hurt.
I like that line. Can't make the red alert any redder.
Wait, did that Spock have Spock saying a line without him his lips moving?
Yes, yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
before.
Wow,
You
yeah,
see
it
was
the
a
back of his
bad
head.
dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not great.
Oh, hey, Nick North.
Oh, is he a friend of yours?
We met at DST.
Oh,
Where did we meet?
Hey, buddy.
Tell me an embarrassing story about Idol. I haven't heard the DST ones yet.
So this is nice to have a little conference scene where you remove the main drivers.
Yeah, you just have like these are the people who provide the solutions. Let's provide a solution.
I mean, Una's still in charge, but it's kind of like Riker running a meeting.
I love that little fucking like really in the middle of the meeting.
Yeah.
Like
What are they
up
gonna do,
the
fire her?
but- Yeah, well, true.
They didn't even want to hire her. Technically, she's
Yeah,
only there
she stole away. She press ganged her way in.
yeah, because Spock stole the ship and she was there.
Do you think Pelia, the character's hair, is naturally curly?
I was just thinking
Does she-
about
Yes.
her hair.
It's like the Knights.
Pure
I was
lantern.
going to say after 4,000 years, I wouldn't have the bandwidth to wake up in the morning and curl my hair. I'd be like, whatever,
Spock.
whatever. This is good enough.
Is it possible for a human to place these rockets? Really?
Yeah, this is very Spock.
But why? Why does it require you? Come on.
Because
Because he can run the calculations in his head to it. The exact
You
A,
don't need
because it's really-
calculations.
because it's really about Chapel, and B, because that is consistent with Spock. He
I
always,
guess.
because he's Vulcan, he always thinks, he's the superior one. He can always do stuff, and he's very self-sacrificial.
I think I would have appreciated if he had said, "Oh, I'm the only person on the ship who can possibly do this," and then Uhura was like, "Well, I think," and then Una maybe cut in on his behalf. I think that would have been a cutting
It
through the
doesn't matter
bullshit a
what
bit.
you think. It just matters what the Spock is cooking. Dun, 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 dun.
God damn it!
the Vulcans.
Well, how can I
eyebrow.
refute that logic, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the episode Obsession where he throws the red shirt out of his room and then blocks the vent with his hands because only a Vulcan could do that. And he ended up being right.
When I first
Only
watched this,
Vulcan.
I thought that was like a typical cigarettes and coffee. I thought they were just sitting up all night, just puffing out, just like.
Look, like stealthy standard issue cigarettes are
Some Laramie Slim.
yes, nicotine
Peter,
free.
that is a Tsunkatse warrior entrance theme.
Oh, yes.
Dude, she fucking hates him.
Well, I think she's just tired of him trying to think he has to be a hero.
Has she met him before? That's literally what Pike is.
Okay, but I have a question for you. Imagine that Pike didn't know his future, and then he was going through
That's
all
true.
this, and then and having the same relationship with Battelle, you would also get really sick of him trying to be a hero.
This is the thing I
Well,
don't get
so
about. Sorry,
we
go on.
had this conversation in Discord where just because he knows his future doesn't mean that whatever he does is going to lead him there. They already showed that his choice in the present can change it because when he went
Yeah.
to write those kids, that would have changed it, and he had to go back to his past self and tell him don't do that. So he can still make decisions now that will change things. Just because he wants
Yeah.
to be a hero, that doesn't mean it's because he's plot armor bulletproof. It's just kind of core to
The way
who
he
he
is.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like completely valid for her to be like, knock it the fuck off.
Oh, for
We're
sure.
all heroes
Well,
here.
especially since she's a captain. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not a starry-eyed like lieutenant or whatever.
no.
Like
Yeah.
she knows her shit.
And I think that leads
Yeah.
the credence to like he knows his future and he knows that if he's with her for a long time, she will have to experience that loss. and he knows she can handle it, maybe, or maybe that's part of his hesitation to commit. Maybe it's like,
that is actually part of it because believe it or not, that was like the actual like dialogue they were having in a private conversation. You know, it's like the instant he gets any pushback, a switch inside him flips, and he's like, "I pull back because I don't want conflict. I don't want the last thing I ever say to you to be an argument because I know exactly when that will be."
Yeah,
like he tries to avoid that conflict so much. Which I think is actually kind of a fascinating way to approach that.
I'm just writing this down to discuss later for the review.
Yeah. Man. Cayuga got destroyed. So I guess this must be a... you go.
TV in society is so much better with competent fucking women instead of women that just stand on the bridge and hand a cup of coffee to the captain.
Although if there's a brew on, I wouldn't say no.
Never change, Idol. Never change.
So how many hours was she unconscious here? Like 8 to 10?
Something like that, yeah.
Possibly.
She's got
They've been there a while, yeah.
By the way, Jess Bush is a lot taller than you think she is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's like 5'10", I think.
No, she's quite tall.
Well, she's Australian. They are naturally taller because they have to fight off all the animals.
You're thinking of Cranky. He's Australian, Jess is British.
Totally.
I saw it. No, I did. I walked into the photo area because you can walk in there and it's starting to empty out, and then everyone was there at the booths, and I sort of looked over the room. Was like, it's just Bush over there. I can see her eyes. And then I walked away.
Fucking... Well, at least you didn't make it weird, like you just did.
Yeah, it would have been weird. She was the only one I didn't see out and about,
canvas
actually.
bags with zippers in the future.
Why not? I bet you I can find multiple examples of canvas bags in TOS. So it's fine.
Okay, this
That's a cool shot. I like that.
But this bothered me a little bit. Like, they just happen to be perfectly in frame, and then later Spock just happens to perfectly be in frame. It's like, it's a little bit too coincidental.
Yeah, but it's also a TV show.
Yeah,
I know, but I don't like stuff that takes me out of the breaks immersion.
I agree about the Spock one. Yeah. The Spock one does bother me because that is a bit too coincidental. Yeah. But like her being able to see, like, there's not a lot else to look at. To be fair,
yeah. You know what they say: 1,000,000 to 1 chances happen all the time. So,
yeah.
They should have given him the torpedo lighting from season 1 where he looks like a Tron character.
No, they should have given him like the motion picture little jetpack that makes him look like a little porta potty.
I'm just grateful they didn't
let's go back.
Into Darkness.
I don't talk about Jess Bush.
No, I was just going to say, I'm glad they didn't do the Into Darkness asteroid chase scene with, when Kirk and Khan did that. If you remember that film that no one watched?
What?
Remember that?
No.
No, okay.
I don't remember that. I tried to scrub it out of my brain.
Yeah.
I remember that really cool sequence from the beginning of Discovery Season 2, though. I like that. That was cool.
Yeah.
So they did a little remix here of the TOS movie, like, main theme or whatever it was. Which, I don't know if that's meant to be like a flashback to motion picture Spock in his spacesuit or not.
Maybe. I can see that. Like, Nami Melamad seems to be a fan of the classics, as it were, so you know.
I mean, if you've studied movie soundtracks, you will have studied a lot of Jerry Goldsmith, because he wasn't just Star Trek, he did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I am hearing the actual very... Wolf had a pretty stacked life, when you think about how... He was only 40 by the end of DS9.
Oh, Rolaren is born on the same year. So she and Worf are the same age.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
All right, we got to talk about 2340 after the episode.
2340, chat.
Okay. There just happens to be one spacesuit in whatever room that she's in.
I would assume that they have EV suits all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, but then how can we never see him any other time?
Because it wasn't relevant to the TV show.
Plot.
And this one happens to be like well backlit and open and ready to take.
Because it's a TV show.
At least like pull it out of a drawer or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they did that in the opener. They had like the two. They were in the airlock and they pulled them out of the wardrobes. Captions.
Oh yeah, sorry. There you go.
Off.
I've only got my wee Scottish hands.
Aye, Captain, that's bulky.
They're only good for opening whiskey bottles.
I just think of Tayside as in space.
Okay, this is a little
Yeah.
bit too.
Yeah.
Alien 3 now.
A little bit.
Yeah, I just don't like
Really,
them
the worst
as still,
Alien.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, Prometheus and Alien Covenant exist.
I just watched Alien Covenant, actually, for the first time.
Yeah, it's
okay.
awful, isn't it?
It's okay. I don't mind
This
it.
I like, though. This I appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, that's obviously a bit of a Xenomorph ripoff, but the fact that you just hear the pleasing command code, that's good horror.
If your thumbs are too fat for the dialing code, please obtain a special dialing one.
Right?
The keypad. Yeah.
Thank you for calling Movie Phone. If you'd like to know what movies are on.
Yes, that's a great cut. Oh my god, I need to write that in somewhere. I need to write that down.
I just love this. Like, guess what? He's wearing a Levy suit. Like, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, and it's like a tiny adolescent EV suit for their little heads.
Yeah,
My
got little
first
baby
EV
heads.
suit.
Baby's first EVs.
For those special moments in a vacuum environment. Right.
Man, poor Chapel. She's really been put to the ringer this season.
If you hear the command, brace, brace,
God.
please put your hands over your head and crouch. Okay, that shot. That is so...
Yeah.
Yeah, of course
Very
it is.
alien,
Like, it's
yeah.
so...
Guys, it's one of the most iconic things. Why would you...
It's weird that it's one of the most iconic things considering it comes from Alien 3, which is like almost probably... It's bad. No
I
one
watched
likes Alien
that
3.
fairly recently. I watched the director's cut, which was better, but it was still bad.
I'm sure, yeah,
had
still,
Charles
better, but
Dance
still
in it.
bad is, yeah.
Charles Dance was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good in it, but that's about it.
Those are like the lightest crates ever. That ain't gonna block shit, but...
Yeah. It'd be one thing if you hit a button and like a bulkhead seal, but it
I
didn't.
don't know, if they're effective against Gorn as they are Klingons, that could be deadly.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so Pike's not dumb. I'm surprised that he just drops us here. Like, I would expect him to like grab her arm and be like, "All right, you tell me what's going on right now."
Yeah, it would have been one thing if like they had the reveal later on and he's like, I could have guessed. But like, yeah.
This is the beginning of the transition into evil and good Pike.
It's
I
very
certainly
cool.
wouldn't
No,
mind
it's
if that's the
happening.
direction they go with it.
Okay, see now, like this is fine. This is a trope, but it's not like so specific to one movie
Yeah.
that everyone.
I know
This
it's
is
just
good
one
'cause-
shot. It's good.
Yeah, he knows he
Yeah.
can't move that fast in space.
Yeah. And the soft little Gorn theme, I appreciate. Although it is always goofy watching people fight in zero G.
Yeah, after, yeah.
Like,
this was
if
a
you
good-
do it
good scene.
properly, yeah.
You mean the scene doesn't have any gravity to it?
Nay.
I think it's definitely some of like the better wire work I've ever seen done on like TV budget. Like they look.
It's because they shot it in space, dude.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I forgot.
There's Jess Bush and Ethan Peck on the International Space Station. See, it's even the way that like, the outer lip flicks up. It's the same as the alien. Like, they do that as well, don't they?
True, but I don't think the alien ever did that. Not
Well,
really.
no, but...
Okay. It's out of reach, but then it's right in reach.
That's movie conventions.
I quite like the movement for that, though. The way it flipped around in a
Yeah.
hand. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, how come
appreciate
medical
this.
officers are such crack shots?
Yeah. This was
To be fair,
brutal.
she's a combat medic, so you know.
This is brutal.
Yeah, I kind of this. Yeah, no human could do that. I refuse to believe a human could jam it in there hard enough to break the seal. A Vulcan totally could. I buy
He
that.
was right.
I guess he was right after all, but he didn't know the plot now, did he? Or did he?
Dude, Uhura's like, why do we need a Vulcan? He's like, in case I need to stab the Gorn through his glass helmet. Have you been paying attention?
That's why Kirk wanted one in
Well,
the,
to be
in the
fair,
motion picture.
like if we come back to the scene, and he is doing it now.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
yeah. So your quibble was with the choice of transition rather than how the actual scene plays out. If you think about it as a joined-up scene.
Well, it's just another one of those. They like elongate his reaction shots, where you can call it artistic choice, but if you're watching stuff like in sort of like real time or whatever, it's like that seems like a strangely long time for him to not react to things.
This is really cool.
I like they got out of the ship pretty quick as well. They didn't sort of
Yeah,
like, oh, how are we going to
guess
get
what?
out?
We
They
have to
just went,
fucking
"No, we're just
go.
gonna- we're just
Yeah,
gonna
this
go."
shot with the fucking
Yeah,
like
this is
drone
really
cam.
cool. Yeah, very cool.
I
I
just
like
need to
this.
see like Troy in command of the saucer as it flies into the planet.
It is a little bit Generations, right? And there's a little bit of Star Trek 3 because it's like a Constitution style like saucer burning up, but that's also cool.
And Beyond as well. Beyond did that.
Yeah, actually, I forgot about that.
Sorry, spoilers auto.
That's nice.
Okay, at this rate, I'll never watch it. So
We're going to watch it. We're going to watch Beyond.
he's like,
Actually,
all right,
it makes
sounds
sense,
good.
Bazooka.
But wait, there's more.
I do actually appreciate the fact that, like, due to the communications blocker actually has narrative weight because they're both working on the plan from different angles, and it's like, oh, we just had the problem solved for us.
I like this shot.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they do a really
'cause
good
we'll
shot
do-
with
Yeah, that there.
Oof, oof. That's a big one.
That could be anyone. Why are you smiling? That could be Ensign Ricky.
No, he left
Born.
the Cayuga crew to die. Look, Chapel's built different. She survived the rest of the Cayuga crew. Obviously, we're gonna die. Built different.
Did you joke? But Ethan's like jacked enough that he could actually do that, and the guns would pop.
Terry Lamb, thank you for joining us through the blackouts. This doesn't often happen.
Yes, we appreciate
This
you.
never happens. Today is an oddity.
We promise.
Good little stumble. They should always do a little stumble when they beam in from 0G.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. That'd be nice. Or be like that weirdo at the end of season 1 who was looking up at the transporter thing when he got beamed. So what you're saying is I have a chance.
And for everyone else.
This is kind of
that's
funny
not
how they all like turn the same way.
And I noticed when I first watched this, I
Yeah,
noticed the green
instantly.
effect
You're like,
there.
wait a minute, that sound is correct, but you're like,
Oh, thank
fuck.
you, Terry. Thank you.
I love like Scotty just there with the fucking. It's like he has a pile of laptops in his hands.
Well, someone remarked it's like when he carries tribbles.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
like
cute.
that makes sense though. You can't do everything with a pad, you know. You have to have some kind
Yeah.
of hardware.
Yeah. Man, this like halter top thing she's got going on is fucking beautiful. Like, goddamn.
Right, calm down. You almost sound straight. All right.
I know, right? Look, game appreciates game. Okay, she's attracting men. I'm attracting men.
You're attracting men.
Aren't you? I love that, Professor.
I like that Scotty flunked. That's great.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. Yeah, because it totally gives credence to that whole thing. It's great.
But dude, she flunked everyone, didn't she?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Or like no one got an A or whatever.
I think if the number 1 got a C, we haven't heard of anyone who got an A. Like Emma was just okay.
I always get an A.
Get out of here, Wesley.
Stars always gets a D. But that's not
Damn
important
right.
Not important right now.
Walker.
Walker.
Sorry.
That's a desired effect.
I also appreciate this moment because it's like a case of like we gotta like catch each other up and we're like, but there's only so fast we can talk.
The corn.
But Yeah, I need season 3 to open up and there's a Gorn on the screen going like, "We have your women and children, and also Kirk."
And he's here again.
That's a great shot. They're doing great on the transitions from out to in. Man, we have like multiple ticking clocks going on right now.
Why did I break the stream? Sorry. Just felt like it.
And you know what? I appreciated that. Originally, I was like, "Why are you showing me this weird shot?" And I was like, "Oh, because we're getting blown the fuck to pieces."
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, so from the end of her line to the dun dun dun, 37 seconds.
Oh, really? Wow.
He does get prompted multiple times here. Yeah.
Like, it feels like more than just a standard build-up to me, right?
Yeah, it's
like
quite
more
a
than
lot,
just
yeah.
a.
And do you know what?
And
That moment when I watched it made me throw middle fingers at my screen because I was just like, because I wasn't paying attention at the time, and I was just like, no, because I know about the writer's strike and I know how long it's going to be till season 3. It's going to be so long.
Yeah, Terry Lamb, it's obvious that Spock's next contest will be Jim. Duh.
Lieutenant Commander Spoke. Spoke is so woke. Okay, right. Hopefully, I can cancel this and my computer will behave itself now.
Walker.
Hopefully, we can only hope.
We can hope that we are going to be able to continue and do our review now.